A new study finds that same-sex couples, children, are happier and healthier. Yes, America, it is true. A study conducted by the Australian University of Melbourne, researchers surveyed 315 same-sex parents and 500 kids. The children in the study scored about 60% higher than Australians' kids in the general population. The advantage held up when they control the number of sociodemographic factors such as parents' education and household incomes. The study was the largest of its kind, and basically what they found is that it really doesn't matter whether you're raised by. I mean, you end up being happier and healthier if you're raised by a same-sex couple, but it doesn't. It goes against the grain of this ideal that if you are raised by two men or two women, that you're just going to be like a screwball and screwed up for life. And this goes back and this beyond this from the highest level, 30,000, 39,000 feet, our cruising altitude today, right? From that level of thought, I'm one of those believers that I hate when people say, oh, your home is broken or something is wrong with your home. Because as long as there's love in your home, as long as there's love there, your home cannot be broken. And so the reason why I think this study is true has everything to do with the fact that if you think about it, people who live same-sex lives are probably some of the freest and happiest people ever because they've embraced who they are, they love who they are, and they've embraced their true selves and their true realities. And so because of that, they're not living a lie, they're not living with something they don't want to be with, they are in really happy, most of them are in really, really happy relationships, and because of that, that happiness and that love transfers to people around them. Right? So their home can't be screwed up or broken or whatever, society wants to call it, because there's love there. And the love is more abundant and more flowing than in homes where there's not love. Or in a lot of, 50% of marriages end in divorce. So that means 50% of our children who are born in marriages, their parents are getting a divorce. Ask yourself that question now, is a home where the parents are on the way to divorce, close to divorce, they stop away from divorce, just had a divorce, are getting a divorce, have signed the divorce papers, had 5 divorces, are those kids better off than being with 2 men or 2 women that have been together for a long period of time for the duration of their childhood and their adult life, I mean, really, ask yourself that question. That's a lot. I'm serious. Ask yourself the question. Because, if you do, you'll see what the study is saying, right? And you'll see that all those folks that sort of preach this biblical craziness, this throw the Bible at you type of stuff, they're really, really, really off base, and more than being off base, they're totally off kilter. And I think beyond that, and another study came out, we're not talking about the show, but I do want to bring it up now that we've talked about it. But what you're seeing also is that at all these evangelical colleges, whether it be Wheaton or Baylor or all these Christian schools, you're now seeing LGBTQ groups form up and continue this conversation where you could be Christian and LGBT, which sort of speaks to which totally breaks down the walls for these crazy Christian right fanaticals. Or fanaticists, excuse me, is a better word. Either way, I digress.